Jess, and I'm so excited that you're here joining me for the Become a Thought Leader Challenge. The next 3 days are going to be amazing. They're going to help you get super clear and confident in what you need to do and where you're going and how to get there. And so I'm really excited about helping you really get your message out there so you can impact more people. And today I'm going to start with talking about leadership and a little bit about fear too, and the ways that a lot of people hold themselves back from going really big. All right, so first, one really big fear that I hear a lot of people say is that there's already someone who's a bigger influencer who's talking about this. So that makes them really discouraged. And they're like, why should I be talking about this? Someone else is already doing it. It's been done. I can't do it better. Stop with that nonsense. Because here's the thing. Pretty much every idea is not going to be original. It's been done before. It's been said before. But the thing is, no one can say it like you say it. No one has your unique wisdom. No one has your experience and your brain. Have you ever heard something over and over and over and over again? And you're like, yeah, I know that, but it didn't really click. And then all of a sudden, you read something or you hear someone say the same exact thing, but they just say it in a different way. And all of a sudden, you just have just like an aha moment, right? That is what you are going to be doing for people. So if there's someone else already saying what you want to be saying, really that just means that there's so many people in the world that need to hear it. And there's so many people who need to hear it the way you're going to present it. The number one best thing you can do for your business is be really, really fucking authentic. Be who you are. There is no way that you should be. There is no way that you have to be. The only thing that you need to be is yourself. You were made the way you are for a reason. Your authenticity is your biggest strength. So when you are being real with people, that's going to be the most powerful way to impact them, is when you're just being real and not putting on a front or trying to be something that you're not. There are two big reasons why people are going to follow you, and that is they either find a commonality with you. So when you share a story, when you get a little bit vulnerable and open and you show your real self to people, that's going to connect you with other people. People are going to say, oh my God, they've gone through exactly what I'm going through now. And that commonality connects you together. Another big reason why people follow you is because you inspire them. So by being your true, authentic, most powerful, highest self, that's going to inspire other people to rise up with you. And people are following you because they see something in you that they want to develop in themselves. They find you inspiring as hell. So that brings me to another fear, which is the fear of shining too brightly, or like outshining other people and leaving people behind, or being judged for being too awesome. And that fear is serving no one. It's not serving anyone. It's not serving you, and it's not serving the people who can be impacted by you. If you really want to make a big difference in people's lives, you have to stand in your power and let people rise to meet you. And if someone has a problem with who you are or what you're saying, you cannot let that stop you. So you have to really just stop giving a fuck about being judged or rejected or what people are saying. Leaders have to have an opinion. You have to have an opinion and state that opinion strongly. And actually, if you are polarizing, if you're leaving people out, that is a good thing. The more strong your opinion is, the more polarizing you are, the bigger impact you're going to have. So stand strong in your truth and never ever dim your light to try to make someone else feel comfortable, because you are never in control of how anyone else receives you, okay? If you want to be a thought leader, you've got to realize that This isn't about you and your fear story. This is bigger than you. So do not hold back on what you have to say. And I mean, really, you just have to stop caring about being liked and pleasing people, because that is not what this is about. This is about making an impact. And when you rub up against people's limiting beliefs and their own fear, and you're mirroring back to them things that bother them about themselves, that's a good thing. Let that be a sign to you that you're moving in the right direction. So stop shrinking to make other people feel comfortable. And if you're doing this, a great affirmation for you is, I am okay with people not being able to handle my greatness. So when you have a strong opinion about something, when you have a message, when you say it loudly and boldly, when you are being super authentic and you're standing in your truth and you are being real with people, that is what gets you noticed, and that is what sets you apart from everybody else. All right, so one more thing about leadership is that sometimes leadership sucks. To be completely honest with you, it sucks. Sometimes it's lonely, and sometimes what can happen is when you start growing your audience, people tend to have their own view or like conclusions about who they think you are, and then they start to have this opinion of how they think you need to be showing up, how they think you need to be leading and acting. And if you deviate from that, then that can disappoint people, or they can judge you. And when you have a large audience, a lot of people see you. So like if you make a mistake, everyone fucking sees it, and a lot of people have something to say about it. So you've got to have like pretty thick skin if you're going to be a leader, and really be okay with blazing your own trail, ruffling some feathers in the process. So you've got to know what you're getting into with being a leader, because once you really take that step and own that you're a leader, like you're going to be in the public eye, people are going to be judging you, people are going to, have this persona of who they think you are and who they think you should be. And so if you don't act in a way that fits that, that can be disappointing or upsetting for people. But just remember to always stand in your truth, and ask yourself also what kind of leader you want to be, because with leadership comes a responsibility. So if you don't want to be in the limelight, if you don't want people to see you, then definitely don't be a leader because with leadership also comes responsibility, and you have to realize that when people are seeing you, that actually is an opportunity for you to be an example for people. So ask yourself, what kind of leader do I want to be, and what kind of example do I want to set for people? You're going to have to hold yourself to higher standards. All right, one more thing about leadership, and that is that leaders stay in their own lanes. They stay in their own lanes, keep their eyes on their own paper, I like to say, and they're not worried about what everyone else is doing and how they're doing it and what they're saying and all the drama that's going on. They don't care. They're very focused on what they are doing and where they are going. So if you feel like you are being too influenced by all the noise that's going on around you, then stop listening to it. Cut yourself off, okay? Unfollow people, stop scrolling, unsubscribe, do all the things, and really focus on what you're doing and where you're going. Because when you start really focusing in on you and your mission, not only is that going to help your momentum build faster and you're going to move forward faster, but you're going to be more in tune with your intuition and aligned with what the next steps are for you, rather than being influenced by what other people are doing. And it's going to be easier to be authentic. because it can get really easy to hear what other people are saying and, be following bigger influencers, like for instance, Gabby Bernstein, and you end up like sort of regurgitating what they're saying. And so what you're putting out there into the world is not actually authentic. It's not really your truth. You may agree with it, but it's not coming from you. You're just regurgitating it from someone else. So if you stop looking at everyone else and focus inward, then you can really think about, okay, well, what is it that I want to say? And what's going to be my style, my flair to put on it, so I can then stand out and separate myself as a different kind of leader than these other people. It is okay to be influenced by other people and inspired and quote other people, but I want you to dig deeper. If you want to make a bigger impact, you have to dig deeper and you have to start quoting yourself, right? So that's actually what the challenge is for today. Is I want you to start making some memes to put online, like those little quote photos. And instead of quoting somebody else, I want you to write down shit that you say and quote you, and then put your website or a link to contact you at the bottom of that. So that is your challenge for today. Make memes of shit that you say, because what you say is powerful. When you are posting this online, please feel free to post it in the Ignite Your Truth Facebook group. I would love to see all of them in that feed. And you can also just post on your social media accounts, but wherever you decide to post it, use the hashtag ThoughtLeaderChallenge so I can see all the amazing things that you have to say. And if you want to be an overachiever, which I know you do, say something that's a little bit uncomfortable for you to say. Maybe something that you haven't said yet, you've been holding back. Push yourself out of that comfort zone and just say it, okay? I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of the challenge.